Yo folks, and welcome. In today's video we'll be talking about the latest gacha games, mobile titles, and games coming to August, gacha news week and more. Let's jump right into this. First things being is Taimanin RPG X. It's gonna be an 18+ game. It's gonna be pure online. There hasn't been any news since 2021 about release dates and stuff, but if you want to get into the Taimanin series, Action Taimanin is going to be the one to play. It's gonna be an action RPG, as the action title states. You're gonna be able to configure with waifus and just play them and have some fun. If you want to get a Taimanin game going, I recommend this one. It's also available on your mobile devices, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it's free to play on Steam as well. Next up, we have Wuthering Waves getting a release date. It's going to be November 22. Just note, this is not an official date, and it could change definitely. The reason why I'm actually talking about Wuthering Waves is the fact that Stepperu, he's one of the gods when it comes to the anime scenes and gameplay, has provided us some character footage of them fighting different enemies. I just want to showcase this and talk about Wuthering Waves. I believe it's going to be an open world comparable to something like Tower of Fantasy and Genshin Impact. I'm kind of curious how they can fully flesh out the world, but at the same time, Kuro Games is an expert when it comes to action RPGs. Since they released Punishin Grey Raven, this has to be one of the biggest titles that I'm personally looking forward to coming in the future. I doubt it's coming in 2022 because there hasn't been too many closed betas and there hasn't been enough advertisement for it. I would like to see this at an expo because I saw Tower of Fantasy at AX and that was really cool. So any more ways to get it more information flowing on this one? Maybe it's going to release in CN in the November timeframes, but in the future, in global, there needs to be more advertising. That way people just know this game exists and it doesn't arrive dead once it releases. Man, these waifus are looking absolutely insane. And we also have Aether Gazer opening its global CBT. That is pretty cool because I'm not sure if the last Aether Gazer CBTs was global whatsoever. There's just to be a brief cutscene. You can pre-register, you can do the betas and whatnot. I just want to cover it really quick in case you guys didn't know. Of course, Aether Gazer is going to be something like Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Impact 3rd. It's going to be more of like an instance-based action RPG, not an open world one as far as I know. It's going to be fast paced and really fun to play. It's definitely something to look forward to. Next up, we have Survive the Sea of Zombies, or Life After Sea of Zombies. Here is going to be a trailer. I believe this is now available, so in case you wanted to try a zombie game, then here's one for you. But I wouldn't really play it because we don't know how these games goes. Next up, we have Dark Seeker. This is going to be a dungeon RPG in the JP land. It's a premium one. You can pay like $5 to play it. All you need to know is if you like dungeon crawlers, you can try something out. It's a little bit different from usual. Then we have Eternal Kingdom Battle Peak MMORPG that has officially launched worldwide. Probably in select regions because these things never release worldwide. Just looking at the trailers over here, it looks pretty clean as far as I can tell. This isn't like true in-game footage, even though for some reason it sets a gameplay, but probably like the trailer of some sorts occurring within the game. We have fairies, we have different looking monsters and whatnot. All I need to know is that this is going to be a mobile RPG and it looks clean. As far as these details goes, this is more of like how the game is actually looking. Pretty high fidelity for a mobile game, but we'll see once it actually releases. Well, it is out now. But in case people have feedback, let me know in the comments as you guys do. Then we have Civilization Collapse Time for Revival, or Earth Revival, an open world sci-fi shooter. So here's going to be a trailer on it. The game looks pretty epic. I believe this one is going to be provided by NetEase. Let me check my facts on that one. It's actually going to be provided by Noob, but it's going to be out in 2023, iOS, Android, and PCs. And there's going to be a CBTs occurring September 2nd through the 8th. So feel free to sign up for the CBTs. And we have Sword Art Online news. On August 21st, there's going to be a video release date. Here is the footage in case you haven't seen it. I know there's been CBTs occurring. Maybe you can play CBT in TapTap if it's available. If not, just know this is probably one of the coolest Sword Art Online games that's going to be releasing as of recent. I've heard good things about it. I've heard negative things about it. We'll see once it finally comes out. All we need to know is that this is going to be a 3D action RPG. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't look terrible. And I think it's going to be by Bandai Namco. Then we have Echocalypse, the Scarlet Covenant. It's going to be soft launching in the Philippines and Indonesia. And Australia is also getting a beta test. So to the Filipino people and the Indonesia people, good luck. There's gonna be some free characters you can get, like SSR Fenriru. That's gonna be a waifu and a couple free summons. So Echocalypse starting out strong with some freebies for everyone. Lost Light is going to be launching September 1st, 2022. If you don't know what Lost Light is, it's going to be a survival shooter by NetEase. This is the NetEase game that I wanted to talk about. As you can see, we're going to be taking people out with the gunsies. And yeah, looks pretty interesting. I wonder if it's going to be a battle royale. Kind of reminds me of it, but it's a survival game. So we'll see how the survival aspect goes as people talk about it. Then we have the Higan Eruthyll announced for closed beta. It's going to be on September 1st to September 14th. They have a Twitter page and also an official website. It's going to be brought to you by Billy Games. Enjoying the community, and hopefully it's going to be a fun experience. I'm curious how it's going to be. Pre-loads occur August 29th, September 1st, CBT starts, right? We also have ExileCon occurring July 29th through the 30th in Auckland, New Zealand. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's going to be giving us more information on the Path of Exile mobiles and Path of Exile 2. It's going to be the Path of Exile series. And I would say Path of Exile is the better version of like the Diablo top-down action RPG series, and the reason for that is it's highly accessible, it's free to play friendly. There is no pay to win in Path of Exile as far as I know. You can get every single skin just by playing the game and hardcore grinding. And the rune system that they had, if I remember correctly, the system where you could configure skills, it's almost unlimited possibilities. The seasons were great. I think this is going to be an absolutely amazing game because it's going to be released by actual devs that love these type of games. So Path of Exile, I'm really hoping this will be great on the mobile series. It won't be butchered like the way Diablo Immortal was. I just really am looking forward to this. There's gonna be like gems and sockets as well, where those are gonna be your official skills. But then there's also like things that you can upgrade within the menus to configure all sorts of stuff. It's like an infinite amount of possibilities. I just really want to say this is probably one of the best top-down action RPGs you could possibly play. So any news on it in 2023, I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we have NZ Mobile, or the Assault Fire series by Tencent Games. This is supposed to be some sort of information in 2023. This is just a concept trailer. All you need to know is Tencent's pretty good about publishing their games, and Tencent's also a huge company in CN. So for them to release something on Assault Fire, which people are looking forward to, this trailer, it looks really good, but I want to see some gameplay before I get anyone excited. Next up, we have Dungeons and Honor. It's going to be an offline single player and an online co-op play. The reason why I'm covering this is because there's not really many offline mobile games that I like. This one looks cute enough and adorable. Maybe you can check it out while you're on a plane ride, or you just want to try something a little bit different. Then we have Phantom Blade Executioners having its closed CBT2s August 18th through September 16th. If you haven't seen the gameplay for this one, it's going to be a side-scrolling 2D action RPG. Check out FG's footage and his reviews on it. I think it's going to be a pretty cool game once it releases. I'm not sure if it has gacha mechanics. All I know is that it has a unique art style and it looks beautiful, and the gameplay looks pretty good on this one. I'm looking forward to its release when it does plan to come out. Then we have Space Leaper Cocoon also releasing, now out. You can play it. This is, I believe, like an auto chess style game. You set your units on the board, they attack. So hey, you want something sort of anime and I guess furries and different kinds of waifus and husbandos you can collect, it'll be a cool one to check out. Auto chess stuff is always cool. Then we have the events rolling around. First one's Pokemon Masters X. It's going to be a 3-year anniversary with the trainer launch. I can't believe that this game is actually 3 years old. And there's going to be the Master Sync between Ash and Pikachu. Let me see it. Oh no, this is going to be... Oh, that's Red. That's not Ash. Oh, this is Ash and his Pikachu. Red was the original. Do the thing! Action Pikachu! Let's see it. Oh, it's gonna be this. Well, close enough, I guess. Then we have Othellania going to be doing collabs with My Hero Academia. Othellania being the game that gets every single collab. Last time we talked about it, I think it was like Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen. I just want to play the footage because the cutscenes for this look really cool, and it's always cool to see My Hero stuff. I wish there was a real gacha game that played true homage to this. But, you know, maybe one day we'll get one that's not scuffed with like the releases and whatnot. But then again, there's like My Hero Strongest Impact something. That one was pretty good. Just the non-action RPG version, that one was not scuffed, right? Then we have Poker Chasers by Nijisanji. This is going to be a JP collab with Nijisanji, and Poker Chase is going to be a poker online game. Just note, I really love the Nijisanji series, or the Nijisanji VTuber group. Like, I love Pomu, I love Mista, I love Akuma Vox. So to see Nijisanji getting official characters in a game like this, that is pretty cool. And then they're also like skins and stuff, and they're probably really obtainable, hopefully, something like that, right? Well, if not, let me know in the comments as you guys do. Then we have Kindgom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road final update. So this game has been going for 5-8 years. It's a long time. It's a very old RPG on the mobile phone. So to see this one go away and get replaced with the new Kingdom Hearts series games, it's going to be the final update on August 26th, I believe. So sad to see it go, but more Kingdom Hearts stuff is going to be rolling and flowing, that's for sure. We also have Arknights, a Light Spark in Darkness event that's going to be starting August 18th. There'll be a bunch of new characters or operators and events occurring. I just want to view this anime cutscene. It looks really beautiful. Arknights people definitely know how to animate their stuff. Then we also have Arknights Integrate Strategies, getting people to play their games longer, which is good because that means it's more fun, right? And we have the One Piece doing collabs with Monster Strike, specifically One Piece Film Red. He's going to be all the different characters. Here's going to be a quick scene on Ace and Sabo. Just note, this is going to be occurring, I believe, from like August 21st through August 30th. It's a short event, but I know not a lot of you play Monster Strike JP. And I don't know if Monster Strike EN is still a thing. I just want to talk about One Piece stuff. Then we have One Piece once again on Puzzles and Dragons JP. One Piece Film Red doing its advertising rounds. You'll see my One Piece cosplay a little bit later, but look at all of these amazing One Piece things. I love One Piece, guys. It's definitely one of my favorite series, and I am up to date. No real spoilers on this section, right? Just One Piece things. Then we have a Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and War of the Visions doing collab to be like Final Fantasy Universe, as they want to call it. The two worlds are going to be colliding, which is kind of interesting because I never thought like the mobile games would collide in a way where like they're competing, being used in their own different series. So it's kind of interesting because there's like swimsuit versions of the characters. I just like seeing really crazy collabs like this. But in the end, it's going to be really cool for both games. You can get some free stuff. Feel free to check out FFBE and War of the Vision. Shoutouts to Clay, Uzalt. And we have Punishing Grey Raven getting Echo of Arya. It's going to be a huge update that's already out August 17th. There's going to be a couple new characters. Here's a quick look at the trailers. But the characters, there's going to be Selena, Wanshi, and Siren. Honestly, Punishing Raven, it's still one of like the better games when it comes to action RPGs. I'd say Honkai Impact 3rd has like more waifus, but if you want a more darker and grittier story. But then again, Honkai Impact 3rd is this also like dark, gritty story. I look at some of the anime cutscenes, it's all really good stuff, but hey, if you want something that's an action RPG, both you can play Punishing Grey Raven with this particular update looking really beautiful. Then we have Azur Lane having its 4th anniversary with Operation Convergence. To be a couple new characters, or I would say ship waifus, as you would call them. Look at Brunhilde, looking absolutely stunning. Then we also have the Z16, the Destroyer, nice lolly waifu. We have a Blue Share, I'm not saying that right, I don't know, Blue Share. And we have this marble thing, Azur Lane. Oh, these are the 3 waifus. 4th anniversary, looking clean as always. Then we have Alice Fiction celebrating its first summer event on August 22nd, Fun in the Sun. Alice Fiction giving us some free rewards. I still think this is one of the better games of 2022. It's a little bit different from everything else. And then we have Fortnite doing its collabs with Dragon Ball Z. Out of all the things Fortnite can collab with, but then again, they went into like the Naruto series. It's just really interesting how Fortnite is able to collab with like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. I don't know what other popular anime series is going to go in Fortnite, but in the end of it, I'm really happy to see anime getting more coverage, even if it is like this, because anime is life, anime is love, and I really love Goku, Vegeta, and just all the Dragon Ball Z characters. My god, this is so weird. Then we have Cookie Run Kingdom and Summoner's Wars doing a collab. It's called the D-Day event. And Disney D23 Expo 2022, September 9th, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's going to be like 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST. All you need to know is that there's going to be a bunch of Disney games being talked about and Disney things going on. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Maybe we'll get some cool announcements and some hype games releasing from this information. September 9th, mark your calendars. It's going to be a good one. Then we have Cyberstep. It's going to be reviving the Black Stella project. So I talked about how last week this is going to be a dead game or it's going to be shutting down. Cyberstep is going to be taking it over. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but hey, Black Stella gets some life breathed back into it. And we have Pokemon Unite leaking some movesets for Scythor and Scizor. And Tower of Fantasy, people were complaining. Devs are doing something about the cheating and exploitation. Just note they have some official news on it. They will be banning everyone. And yeah, it's going to be pretty serious for anyone who's involved in that stuff. Item duping. It's kind of foreseeable since MMORPGs are like prone to cheating. But I'm glad that they are going to be doing something about it and addressing that it's a serious situation. Next up, we have the Genshin Hoyoverse news. Genshin 3.0 is going to be coming out August 24th. Pole right here is going to be a free waifu that you can get. And the Sumeru section is going to be filled with like luscious forests and deserts and all sorts of things. I'm really excited to jump back into this. I think I'm going to start doing like Genshin streams on Twitch or YouTube or something because I'm trying to do an Arataki Ito cosplay. So whenever I decide to finish the Ito cosplay or at least get the wig straight, maybe I'll like wear the wig and do like a streamies. But regardless of the fact, 3.0 is going to be one of the biggest updates. 2.0 is huge. And I'm really looking forward to which Archon or how the Archon interacts with the, I guess, the Traveler, right? Am I saying the Archon thing right? Just let me know in the comments as you guys always do about like pronunciation stuff. And we have Tainari. He gets his teaser trailer. He's going to be a cool looking husbando. You can pull for him or you cannot pull for him. I was watching Gacha Gamer's videos and he was like, this is probably your best chance to get Tainari because there's going to be so many 5 stars in the pool of Genshin Impact. It might be impossible to get him because we don't know if he's getting a re-release. I don't even have Arataki Ito in my roster of characters in Genshin Impact. So hopefully I can pull him one day. Then we have a fan that imagines CJ from the GTA San Andreas series. It is really interesting how this is even a thing. So yeah, a San Andreas character. I know the quality is blurry, but it doesn't really matter to see a San Andreas character in the Genshin Impact series. Look at this wonderful man just conducting all of the anime moves. I absolutely love it. You know why? Because the world of Western anime is now a thing. You know, we just need GTA. I don't know what's going on here, but it just looks absolutely meme-worthy and epic. I can't believe someone like made this. It's just really cool. Then we have Tears of Themis back to school with the Revisiting Youth event. So in case you want to play with your husbandos in the ways, I think this is like a detective game or something, right? I still need to try out Tears of Themis. I like the husbando games. I want to give them a shout out because husbandos always need some love. They are some of the coolest things in the Gachaverse or just in anime in general. And we have Honkai Impact 3rd teaming up with the Shanghai Blood Center. We're gonna have Aponia in a nurse outfit. You can also get some special postcards and bags themed for the Honkai Impact series. If you donate your blood to the Shanghai areas August 7th through August 28th. That's a really weird way to promote like getting blood, but at the same time, hey, it's free stuff and your blood regenerates. So it's not like it's a bad thing if you donate blood, right? And we also have Hoyoverse Honkai Star Rail getting subsidies from the Shanghai government. If you don't know what that means, pretty much the Shanghai government is giving Hoyoverse money to develop their game. That like never happens because the CN government, they put a lot of restrictions on the games that they have. Honestly, Hoyoverse getting any form of funding from the Shanghai government is really amazing because the CN is just super strict on providing any sort of support towards games. Hoyoverse must be held in a pretty high regard to get this kind of money or just money in general from the government in China. Then we have IRL news. First up, Mob Psycho getting 20,000 frames in one episode. That's insane. And also the Pokemon Company providing 25 million to underprivileged children. I love that. That is a really cool Pokemon Company. And best gacha games by Android Police. We have Another Eden, Arknights, Honkai Impact 3rd, Punishin, Grey Raven, Genshin Impact, of course, Guardian Tales, Counterside, and Tower of Fantasy. Pretty solid release of games on 2022. Well, not release, just a solid list in general. Android Police people. And we have Nikkei News with Senti showing off her loveliness. And I also want to talk about Crunchyroll Expo. I just want to thank all the people that I met there. I didn't meet any of you or like the gacha people, but I know you guys went. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. This is me in my Luffy cosplay. And honestly, I wish I could go back and just be in another con. I'll be another con in Anime Impulse like I talked about earlier. I really recommend people going to these things in case you're a gacha fan or an anime fan in general. It just really revives my, I guess, spirit for loving humanity. And sometimes things can get a little bit dark. And well, it's just always cool to meet anime fans or just to see anime fans and to cosplay. So yeah, anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram if you want to see my face, follow me on TikTok if you want to be goofy with me or just see what I do there. Once we hit 35,000 subs, we'll be doing a giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day and see you guys in the next one.